Is AI the ideal woman? Have the problematic ways women are depicted in the science fiction genre damaging men's perspective of what it means to be a woman? Since the 1902 release of La Voyage sur la Lune, A Trip to the Moon, which has widely been revered as the first ever science fiction film, women are screened as playing supporting roles, love interests, temptresses, cheerleaders, and damsels in distress. Unfortunately, in 118 years of film production, this sentiment has not really changed. Take Blade Runner 2049, for example. Released in 2017, a continuation from the original 1982 film, Officer K, played by Ryan Gosling, a new Blade Runner for the LAPD, has uncovered a secret that has the potential for a complete societal breakdown. He enlists the help of former Blade Runner Rick Deckard, played by Harrison Ford, to try to prevent a war between humans and replicants. While these two men go on a harrowing, action-packed adventures, Joy, played by the incomparable Ana de Armas, acts as either eye candy or as Kay's animated sex companion over the course of the film. A perfectly good waste of talent. Surely, this is a rare occurrence in the modern age of cinema we're living in, right? Does this genre continue to perpetuate the notion that the best women are the ones that play into the subservient roles to their male counterparts? Not to say that viewers haven't gotten a fair amount of well-developed female characters within the genre. Some of the most well-known science fiction characters have been female. We have Black Widow, Sarah Connor, Princess Leia, Trinity, and of course, the queen of sci-fi herself, Sigourney Weaver, with her most iconic role as Ellen Ripley. However, with a bit more of an extensive look at female representation within the genre, some troublesome patterns begin to emerge. Science fiction has created this unfortunate trope of having beautiful, fully developed women with a mindset similar to that of a child.
Now, we don't have time to unpack all of that.
Time and time again, viewers are presented with this very specific power dynamic between men and women in film, and the fetishization of the naivety of women. These characters are doe-eyed, curious beings that need help navigating this world. These beautiful women are meant to fawn over the helpful, determined male protagonists. This is a male fantasy. Since these women lack proper knowledge on human customs or societal norms, they do not pose any threat to our protagonist's manhood. There is this desire to be physically and mentally superior, to not only have power over a woman, but to be the subjects of worship. These women's unawareness of their sex appeal and general lack of experience renders them in need of the guidance with social or romantic interactions. Occasionally, the viewer will also see these same women possessing extensive knowledge of fighting techniques or of automotive care, things men are attracted to or find value in. But outside of these skills, these women are depicted as genuinely clueless. This general lack of knowledge is depicted as a romantic or endearing quality of these women. Romanticizing ignorance and sexualizing this inexperience is incredibly problematic. Qualities like these are used to describe children, not adult women. People who are attracted to other individuals' weaknesses and vulnerabilities are predatory. Being sexually attracted to someone who doesn't understand or doesn't know any better is not sexy, it is predatory. Cinema is one of the most influential art forms in today's society. In a 2013 study conducted on university students of Bangladesh found that 90% of respondents believe that changing our rituals, behaviors, outlooks towards life is somehow connected with what we see on screen. Students also think that increasing of violence, sexual assault, illegal ways of quick money making, and other social problems have a direct connection with movies. Almost all of them agree that movies had an important role in trend setting. Viewers look towards films and other facets of media as a form of guidance or wish fulfillment. Films can divide us or bring us together. They inspire us and can change our perspectives on the world. In another study conducted by Michelle C. Potts, an associate professor of political science at the University of Dayton, suggests the influence of film. Potts found that after students have viewed Argo and Zero Dark 30, 20 to 25% of the participants have changed their views of the government. Their trust in the government has increased, along with their hope for the direction of the country. Film's impact on society is undeniable. With a further inclusion of women in film, male violence and domestic abuse will be affected. Now, women who are written into narratives to solely be used for the purpose of having an immense attraction to the male protagonist is not only a problem, but it is lazy writing. Thus enters the Manic Pixie Dream Girl. The term Manic Pixie Dream Girl is a term used to describe a cliche in film where a woman is, quote, that bubbly, shallow cinematic creature that exists solely in the fevered imagination of sensitive writer-directors to teach broadly soulful young men to embrace life. She's quirky, free-spirited, and most importantly, here to help. This whole archetype of a woman is created to serve a man. Is this the ideal woman? Is this what the ideal woman looks like? Is this even a reality? Short answer, no. Real women have their own thoughts, opinions, and ambitions, though science fiction films might tell you otherwise. With the reoccurrence of AI in this genre, viewers have been introduced to this alternative reality. With the somewhat recent release of films like Her, Ex Machina, and the 1975 Stepford Wives, conclusions could be drawn about what qualities men find attractive. These women are depicted as utterly enthralled with the happiness and well-being of the male protagonist. These AIs are created to be considered, quote, perfect in the eyes of men. In Her, Samantha, played by Scarlett Johansson, is a software created to help and comfort those who download her. The moment Samantha starts going off on her own or enjoying other individuals' company, Theodore, played by Joaquin Phoenix, becomes jealous and upset with her. He's frustrated that she is not solely existing for his purposes. These are attributes commonly seen in domestic violence cases. In Ex Machina, Caleb falls in love with this machine who has convinced him that she feels the same way. He believes that he will be the one to save her. In the 1975 Stepford Wives, the men have grown tired of their independent, non-submissive wives and replaced them with doting, robotic sex dolls. Yes, that is how the movie ends. These women are designed with the purpose of serving a master. The continuous use of the romanticizing of mindless submission and servitude trope needs to stop. Let it be known that I'm not saying any of these are bad movies. Far from it, in fact. A lot of these films listed are technical feats and cinematic marvels. However, that doesn't negate the fact that there are problematic tropes that are being repeated within this genre. Film culture and society as a whole should take some inspiration from Donna Haraway's The Cyborg Manifesto and set aside these unnecessary divisions between genders, species, or machines themselves. Films are here to create these fantastical stories, so viewers should take this opportunity to change the type of content you watch. Create more narratives with strong female leads, and create some more films where gender doesn't have an effect on the story at all. Our culture needs to change what it finds attractive. The media needs to reflect that change in what it depicts as attractive. Intelligence, independence, physical and mental strength are qualities that we should be romanticizing. Acknowledging the predatory nature of the fetishization of ignorance is a very important first step. Engage in conversation about these subjects. Demand to see better representation of real women in the media. If we change the content we create, we will change the content we crave.